Again, I want to welcome all of you to another one of our weekly business opportunity meetings for pool funding. We just got through watching some videos that we share to introduce pool funding to other people. And now we're into the general discussion portion of our meeting, and we're recording that, and that'll be put on YouTube shortly. Okay, so a lot of times the best way to get started is to have a couple of our members maybe step up and share their experience of what it's been like to be part of pool funding. So those that are new maybe can hear from some of them what it's been like for them to be a part of pool funding, and then maybe if those of you that are new looking at us for the first time, you can jump in with any question. You got the creator founder here of pool funding, so you can ask me anything you want. Who would like to make a contribution to our opportunity meeting today? Share their experience.
I can give a testimonial.
I appreciate that, Lisa. Thank you. Tell us about
I've been
yourself
in
and your
since,
experience.
I've been in since the very beginning, of the American team anyways. I came in, was the president of the NFL club, no friends left, but I gathered a few past business partners and been in daily cash flow ever since. Now we've been in the $100 pool for a couple months now, and I can't wait for the $1,000 pool. And I'll tell you what, this community is the best of the best. I mean, like I've got the dearest friends out of this community: Greg Jones, Greg Leasley, Greg, Kathleen, Karen Stoyles, Hunter, and you. You know, you guys are all great. So I love y'all, and thanks for everything you do.
And we love you, Lisa.
Thanks, Greg.
It's a love fest. All right. Thank you very much for sharing your experience, Lisa. We want to make sure our new people realize they're coming into warm waters, friendly, warm waters here in pool funding. All right. Who else would like to make a contribution?
How are you guys?
Okay, you spoke up first, Des, but then Paul raised his hand. So we'll go with Des first and then Paul. Go ahead, Des.
Hey, how are you, Paul?
Out of
And
Australia,
everyone
right?
else?
You're in Australia?
Yep, that's right. Sunny
Uh-huh.
North Queensland. We've popping the floods at the moment, but yeah, it's so I just want to say like the community is second to none. The assistance, the guidance, it's not a case of when if you'll have success here, it's a matter of when. As long as you stick with it. If you struggle, there's plenty of support. Just talk to your sponsor. There's so many different little offshoots, communities that have been taken off. Um, and yeah, it's a matter of time. It's not if.
All right, appreciate that. How long you been with pool funding?
I think about 42 days.
42 days. Okay. So you have yet to see your coins season long enough for them to jump into your wallet, but I'm sure you're excited about that, right?
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
And
Keeping an eye on them, and
how many pools are you participating in right now?
just the 1 and the 10 at the moment.
You're doing about $11 a day. Okay. And
Yep.
are you excited about seeing the coin values of the $1 and the $10 coins going up, sharply in value in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, yeah. That's going to be good to see. Which won't hurt for marketing. It won't hurt showing other people
Yeah, for the next
how
few
much
days,
these
it could be
tokens are
like
going up.
$11 might have a value of something like $1,100, for the next few days,
Yep.
So when you put your 11 in, you knowing that, and if, that the value of that's going to be worth 100 times that in a matter of weeks, over the next couple of days, it won't take long for us to push through, these big X returns, and then we'll be in the medium X and then the smaller X after that. But we're going to get to all of our price targets. All
Yep.
right.
Yeah, exciting times ahead.
Appreciate your contribution, Des. Out of Australia, we have Paul Thompson out of the UK. How are you doing today, Paul?
Yeah, great. Thanks. I want to say hello to Des as well. Big shout out to Des because Des introduced Les. Les is on fire. Des was introduced by Sherry. Sherry's on fire. Sherry was introduced by earnest, and so the team is growing and it's getting to a fantastic situation. I was in this kind of business for 15 odd years, hardly making any money at all. You know, as you do, you win some, you lose some, but you never really get quite ahead. And now I'm paying my monthly rent with the money that is coming in through pool funding.
Yay.
So I couldn't be happier. I can't say enough about pool funding, you know, and as Des said, you know, the people we have in pool funding are just incredible. Never come across anything like it before, and I've been in tons of businesses before that didn't go anywhere because I really didn't know what I was doing. So I took the time to learn how to do this business in general, internet marketing and so on, and it's really paid dividends. And you know, I was attracted to pool funding because I could see the value of it, the uniqueness of it. I understood something enough about the crypto market to know exactly what you were doing in building a community and building the value of the token. That's what brought me on board. And it's just been a fantastic journey, and it keeps getting better.
You're fantastic. Who's the newest person on your team?
There's a few.
Uh-huh.
Patty is new. We've got Robert Hernandez. He's probably not on the call. Who else? There's half a dozen that I've spoken to over the last week. I don't know. I don't know if they're on the call.
All
But
right.
yeah, we must be up to now over 60 people in the team altogether. So that's pretty cool. And that's just since last November, basically.
Yeah, it could easily be over 100 next week. So yeah, you're at that sweet spot of growth. Going to go from
Yeah.
hundreds to thousands before you know it.
Yeah.
And with that kind of team below what you're doing, it's going to be easier for you to get into the $1,000 pool. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
What's great about pool funding, I tell you the thing that really lights people up when they get this one thing clear. It only takes one referral to break even on any pool. You know, so regardless of what pool you're in, it only takes one, and it could be the same person for all the pools. So you could have one person that's with you in the $1,000, $100, $10, and $1. You could, you know, and basically as they make their payment, 100% of their payment goes to you. So $1,111 going to you. Now you can make your payment of $1,111 going up, and so on. And it only takes one to break even, and you can have an entire chain of people who, just with just one referral, that chain can just keep, going day after day after day.
Yeah.
Now, as soon as you get two, you enter positive cash flow, and positive cash flow at the $100 pool and the $1,000 pool, super exciting, because imagine in the $100 pool, $100 a day positive cash flow, right? So, that'd be $3,000 a month positive cash flow just by having two, right? One to break even and two to cash flow, right? So that second one, now you're cash flowing $3,000 a month just by having two. And the same thing can happen in the $1,000 pool, and instead of 3,000, it'd be 30,000 on just two people. It's ridiculous, so small. So it's very, very exciting. Okay, we got Scott here. He's out of Thailand. How you doing, Scott?
Good, thank you. Good morning, Ace and everybody. I'd just like you to, because I don't really understand in November when everything changed, could you go through exactly what the PFP Holdings is and the distributed PFP?
Sure. Let me go over that a little more clearly. So every day you make a payment, as of November of last year, we started giving you coin for your payment. Before then, you weren't getting coin. You recall that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was a positive change in most people's book, that now they're paying something and getting something, and the coin is valuable. Okay. So it doesn't matter. I got case of holdings and distribution in all three of the coins. So just looking at the $100 coin here, so far I'm still sitting on 9,116. So what is that? All right. So if I go right here to this tab that says Receive PFS, okay, I click on it. And it shows me I started making contributions to the $100 pool back in December of last year, December 6th. Okay. That's what that date is there. Okay. And then I got
Yeah.
my first distribution. Okay. I got my first distribution on March 7th. Okay. So 91 days later. Okay. And then here is the here's the blockchain receipt showing that the blockchain recognizes the transaction. Okay. So on that particular transaction, I received this much PFS coin. Okay. And it was sent from the distribution wallet over to my wallet. Okay. All right. So now, let's see here. So that's what I was expecting. That's how much I was expecting. Okay. So the numbers match. The receipt matches what I was expecting. So over in this column, when you make your purchase, it locks down how much coin you're going to get. It just sits in your account for 90 days. And then on the 91st day, whatever you purchased 90 days ago will show up in your wallet on the 91st day. That part makes sense? So let's say this was day one. Okay. I purchased this much coin on day one. And on the 91st day, which happens to be this date here, I received that much coin. Okay. Then on my second day, I made this much. I made a payment, and I got this much coin on the second day. And on the 92nd day that I was doing this, that's when I was paid this, and here's a receipt for it, and so on and so on. So now you see the breakdown here. When you add up the amount of coin that I've received against the amount of coin I'm still waiting to get, what I've already paid for, you add those two numbers, 9,000 plus 3,000, that is 12,000, right? So 12,000 is better than what I paid for it. I paid 11,000. But now that we're going on a price surge, I'm expecting these numbers to change radically over the next couple of weeks. We should see all these numbers change dramatically, like suddenly jump up. Like next week, you might be looking at this number might be more like 30,000, might be more like 40,000, right? Just because we're pushing the price up on all of our coins, and we're pushing them to our price targets. And even on the distributor, that could be $10,000 by the time we come back here a week from now and have the same meeting. That makes sense?
Hmm. I don't know if I'm a little bit lost still, to be honest.
Yeah. Mathematics, is not everybody's forte. And
No.
I know you're good at language, like you're good in English. That's what you're doing there in Thailand. You teach English.
Yeah, I was. I've retired now. Yeah.
That's what you were doing. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I think the reason why I'm so good at math is because I can't look at a number without putting a dollar sign in front of it. So I've always attached math to money. So call
I'm
that
just
hyper motivation.
I'm just looking at my $10 pool on the received PFB, and on the first page, I've got the date time received says 7th of the 12th, 24. Time distributed 11th of the 3rd, 25, and then the distribution hash and the amount.
Mhm.
But there's only 3 of those at the
Right.
beginning.
Okay.
So what does that mean exactly then?
Well, it should roll in every day, and if it's not rolling in every day, you want to submit a support ticket, right? But you should see it every day, right?
I think there should be about 5 there, really.
Well, it could be.
But there's only 3.
It
And then when you click the last,
it could be a glitch, which can be resolved quickly. Yeah.
okay. And if you click and go to the other end of the listings, I've got the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th of the 3rd with no time distributed, no distribution hash, but an amount on the right. So
Yeah, so that
what does that
amount, the amount on the right is what you purchased, and that appears the moment you buy. So you buy on the first day, and on the 91st day, you receive it. So now you know how much you're
Okay.
going to get on the 91st day. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay.
But
So I should.
if for some reason, you're on the 92nd day and didn't receive a distribution, then there might have been a glitch. We can take care of that through support.
So I need to put do we have a system for support ticket or
Yeah,
just
our executive team, we do everything by Zoom. You can just share it with one of our, we got 24/7 support. So you can jump on a Zoom call with our executive team / support team, okay, who all have, access to our programmer, what I'm saying? And we get any kind of situation resolved, there's going to be glitches, and you look at Microsoft, how many glitches they've had for decades, what I'm saying? So, and they're big
Okay.
computers. It's just the nature of computers. There's going to be glitches from time to time, but most people are not having a problem there.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Did that clear it up for you?
Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Thank you.
All righty. Okay, so is there anybody here that's new that would like to take a chance to dialogue with me? And I'm open to hard questions too, so you can take your best shot, because I back up what I've created here 100% because I made it with the intent to create the best opportunity in the world. And I don't think you're going to find 100% commission paid instantly to you with wealth creation. I don't think you're going to find that combination on the planet outside of pool funding. The only place you're going to find it. Anybody new would like to engage? Okay. Maybe we can get one more member to kind of share their experience. We could wrap up with that. Who here is the most excited? I want to talk to the most excited person. Which one of you is the most excited right now about pool funding?
Well, I'm excited.
Okay, we got a couple of people unmuted. Who go again?
Definitely, I'm excited, but I mean, I'm the only one who's brave enough to talk. I think I don't know. Nobody else seems to want to talk.
Yeah.
There's plenty of excited people out here, I can tell you that, but certainly in my team. But yeah, people don't like to talk online. That's what it is, I think.
Well, let me share something with you guys. Let me just tell you a bit about myself. Okay. I'm not naturally an outgoing guy. Quite the contrary. In fact, even at this time today, at my age, my personality is a total introvert. I am a total introvert. I'm as introverted as they come. Okay. Very analytical, pensive, always thinking, you know. I don't usually do a lot of talking. I'm not a big socializer, that's not really what I do. And I do, in a 24-hour day, I like having lots of time to myself where it's just me, myself, and my thoughts. So I understand what it's like to be quiet because that's who I am. Okay. But just like I'm excited about math because I attached a dollar sign to it, I'm also excited about, developing the skill of communication because I understand that's how business gets done. Okay. So I would like to encourage more of you to understand that how valuable communication is and that the resistance to speak is not working for you. It's working against you. And if you want to shorten the length of your path to $1 million a year, if you want to shorten it, you want to be a good communicator. Okay. So let's envy those that are naturally extroverts and love talk, and let's learn how to become more like that. Because we want people to realize we have something to offer, right? If we're quiet, no one's going to know we got an offer, right? So we got to be out there making it happen. So I've overcome my shyness. I thought in when I was a teenager, I thought I was going to be a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? And in my 20s, I thought I was working hard to become a millionaire, and the same thing in my 30s. Okay. And it wasn't until my 40s that it actually happened. But the biggest obstacle that I found in becoming a millionaire was me. I was in the way of myself because I was using the excuses of like, like uh not holding myself in a high regard. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that held me back that I had probably my most serious thing that I had to overcome. If I did not overcome this, I would not be a millionaire today. Okay. I would have never made it. But I had to learn how to believe in myself. Okay. What I found out through my 20s and my 30s and my 40s, what I found out there is that there's no one, not even your mother, that's going to believe more in you than you believe in yourself. Truth be told, they might say the words, but they don't, but they, you have to believe in yourself. It's very important to raise your esteem and be kind and forgiving and loving to yourself. And when you can do that, then you can unlock things like communication skills, the business mind needed in order to operate business, and the other things that go into the package of being a millionaire. You don't want to be a dumb millionaire, okay? Dumb millionaires don't last, okay? They get money, they lose money. That's what dumb millionaires do. Does that make sense, guys? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna want to live up to the calling. And let me tell you something. I intend to make every one of you hearing my voice right now a millionaire, and I'd like to get that done for all of you this year. Okay. But if you resist it, okay, if you put any resistance into it, then you're the one holding yourself back, not me. Okay. And I'm here to tell you that any path that you think you're dealing with, anything you're having to overcome, I probably had to overcome it too. And you can always talk to me one on one. How did you get over low self-esteem? How did you get over poor self-confidence? How did you get over being shy? How did you get over, not, from going from not speaking well to speaking good enough that, yeah, people will listen to what you have to say. How do you go from like negative credibility to positive credibility? Okay. How do you raise yourself up as a human being to be more? How do you qualify yourself as a millionaire, not just in what the size of your wallet, but the size of your heart? Okay. Been there. I have a closet full of t-shirts for every one of those. I got a t-shirt for every category. And I'm happy to share my personal experiences with you. I'm an open book. Okay. I'm willing to help each of you, both in group settings like this, as well as one-on-one. And I know many of you would say that is true. How many of you say that's true? I help a lot of you one-on-one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I do plenty of one-on-one. That's how caring I am. And I want you guys to know how serious I am. And all you got to do is try to find a way to match my seriousness. If you can match my seriousness in the month of May, you're all going to be way better off with all of our coins being at the price targets or higher. Okay, that's not far away. That's a month away, and you'll also probably have a large team. If you really pay attention to what I'm doing now in the month of April, you probably have a team that's a personal referrals larger than four. How would all of you like to have a team larger than four people by the end of April? How many of you would like that?
I would.
Good.
Yep. Yes.
All of that can be done, but it requires your part. And so as long as you can say, you know what, I can get out of the way of myself, and I can follow direction, and I'm willing to, make an effort. Okay. Now, Is the effort something that's going to be easy? Like, it's like, like when you breathe, you don't even know you're breathing, you just automatically do it. Is it going to be that easy, like breathing? No. That's why it's called effort. Okay. If you're willing to put an effort, you're going to get a result 100% every time. It's when you think that the situation is effortless, when you find that you're wrong about that, because then you get disappointed with the lack of results, right? There's a direct correlation between effort and result. Okay. And I know all about that. I know the matrix very well. Where, this will get you that, and that will get you over here, and so on. So let's be more courageous and more willing to be outspoken in these meetings. We only have 3 of them a week. Come prepared with a voice of your own. Be anxious to speak out and help me out. Help me help you. Fair enough, guys?
Yeah.
All right. So those are good words. A lot of wisdom put into this video today. It's worth rewatching. This video today is definitely worth a rewatch because there are so many nuggets I've laid out here that you might not have caught it when I was saying it, but when you re-listen to it, you might catch on and might have something to think about, because I've just called all of you out and I've just said, yes, you can. Okay. That's what I just told you. And of course you want to, because who wouldn't want to be a millionaire fast, right? If you got 2 paths, millionaire slow, painful, millionaire fast, not so painful. Which path do you want to take? I'm showing you the one that's painful, painless, it's fast. The slower you go, the more painful it is. Okay, I can tell you that from personal experience. We want to speed up because that's where the fun is. There's no thrill in going slow, okay? It's only a thrill if we're going fast. All right, buddy. So I will, let Hunter share a few. He's always got a drop of wisdom to share, and I'll let him put his as a host today. Give him the final word today, and then we'll close out the call.
Well, a couple things come to mind. The first thing being all the tokens are on sale. Get in there and fill your hands. Be as subtle as a bull marching through a china shop that sells industrial grade fireworks out the back. and the second thing is, from little acorns do my oats grow.
Love it, love it, love it. Words of wisdom worth repeating. Okay, thank you all for coming. We can go ahead and have everybody unmute and say, I want to be a millionaire fast. How about that? Everybody get out in here and say, I want to use that voice.
I want to be a millionaire fast.
Millionaire as fast as I can.
I want to be a millionaire fast.
I love it. I love it. All right, bye everybody.
Someone's beeping.
Hello.
Bye-bye.